All right, hello YouTubians. My name is Almonzo the Great, machining parts for the Johnny 5 robot. So, anyhow, what I'm doing now is I am machining the lead screw. Let me see here. For the Eye Pop mechanism, you can see at each end, maybe you can, there we go. There's a groove cut out for an E-clip that clips on, that holds this in to the mechanism. Anyhow, what I'm doing now is I am machining these to length. The length is not super critical, but yeah, you know, within 5 thou. So, what I have here is I have a piece of material that I cut on my bandsaw over length. And I have already, let me see here. I've already faced the one side. So now what I have to do is I have to face the bandsaw cut side. You can see the rough cut there, and let me see. There you go. Yep. So I need a fixed length on this, so I know exactly how long this is, and I can't get one with a rough cut finish on each end. So this side was previously faced. Sorry. So I'm going to go in and face this side now. So I realize you're not going to be able to see everything, but I have my my cutting tool in here. Basically, I insert this in my 3-jaw chuck. I bring, I zero my cross slide, okay? I then bring it across so that the tip of the tool is at the center of the piece, at the center of the lead screw. I pull the lead screw up to it so it hits that. So let me see, I guess more accurately, it'd be the tool touches on the end of the lead screw where it's been cut. I do that, clamp it down, back off my cross slide, bring it back out, re-zero it, and tighten down the lead screw, or the chuck. I'm going to take a 10 thou depth of cut, going 5 thou each pass. That is done. Now, I'm going to measure this. I have my caliper set up so that my target on this is right about 6.070. This one is 2 thou over, which is perfectly fine. So what I need to know is I need to know how much I need to remove off of this end in order to get this exactly to that. So I have my other caliper set up on my table here that will tell me I put it at exactly 6.070, and then I zeroed it, and it'll tell me when I measure that part how many thousandths of an inch longer it is than target. So I'm doing that now. So I just lay this down on my workbench. Have my calipers. Yep. I lay this down, make sure it is reasonably flat, and I pull a measurement. And I can see this is showing this is 14 thousandths over in length. So I need to remove 14 thousandths. So back in it goes. Again, I'm going to put this back on 0, shift over my cross slide, pull my lead screw, touch, you know, make sure it's touching, clamp it, back off my my cross slide. Here we go, re-zero. Okay, so I'm at 0, and I know I need 14 thousandths of an inch. So what I'll do is I'm going to go and remove 10 thousandths, okay? And then I'll remove 4. You want to go slow. You want to take you know, don't take a 10 thousandths cut on your final pass, because it will fold over, you know, more the lead screw cuts. So I'm going to remove 10 thousandths and then 4. There we go. Okay, so I take it back over, I check it. The indicator should say right about 0 for the calipers. It shows I am 1/1000th of an inch over. I'll buy that all day long. Again, tool deflection, springiness, you know, but let me see here. So if I do this, there we go. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Yep. So 1 thou over. Fine. So that's Terry spec. I won't have that jerk yelling at me. So here we go. Got 3 more of these to do, and then the next operation will be doing the actual groove for the E-clips that go on there. Alright, YouTubians, Almonzo here again. So I wanted to show you the setup that I'm using here, okay, on my lathe. I'm not going to call out any dimensions or anything, because they may, yeah, I'm going to let you refer to the CAD. It's, you know, yeah, go from the, follow the CAD. Do not deviate from the CAD. If you do something different than the CAD, yeah, you can run into problems. Anyhow, this is, yep, so I have this here, okay. This is so I know my end stop, okay, and then this is a parting tool, which I'm going to use to cut the groove into the, let me see here, into the end here. I'll be doing this end first, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I know the view is not the best, but I don't exactly have the greatest camera. Well, actually, I'm using a phone, so. But it's still a camera, right? Okay, so I'll just run through this and show you how I do this. Alrighty, let's proceed, shall we? So, I put this in. I'm going up against my stop. Okay. There we go there. Good. I have this marked on my cross slide, so I know when I've achieved the proper depth so that the E-clip will fit. Okay, can't forget the cutting fluid here. Oops, that was a little bit much, but that's all right. Okay, here we go. Going in slow, feeding in slow. So I set this up too so I can actually remove it when I'm done. So let's just oops, take brush, clean that out, and let you see. Oops, sorry. There it is. You can see how it kind of folds over the lead ends for the lead screw. You will have to file them and do whatever to get your you know, the lead nut to go on here, because yeah, it's, yep, you're gonna have to do a little filing there. So E-clip, okay, using these, okay, zoom in here from, of course, the fine folks at Crackmaster Car. Okay, so yeah, the scumbags are high price stuff, but if you need it now or you need to know its quality, then yeah, yep, you know, made in the USA. Now this will probably not push on there. Sorry, it's hard to see. Probably won't be able to push it on. Nope, not really. So you just use whoops, pair of needle nose pliers. There you go. Okay, oops. That should go on there like that. And if you put your fingernail under it, it should be tight, but you should be able to hold the clip. So that clip's not going anywhere. Okay? And don't worry about this being wider. There are some spacers that Terry designed into the design, included in. It's meant for adjustment. You got to shim things this way this doesn't slide within the open X rail. And this way, if there are any variances in your fabrication or exactly where that slot falls, again, there's tolerance built into the design. It's not a deal breaker if something isn't exactly 100% perfect. So there's one of them. I'll do one more here just to show you again just how, you know, the setup is the thing. Once you get your setup down, of course, yeah, if you're doing this for yourself, you're only doing 2 of these things. So here again, go ahead, feed that in there. There we go. Alright, a little bit of go-go juice. Yep, ambulance is going somewhere. There we go. And rinse and repeat. That's it. That's all the more difficult it gets. And I'll grab another E-clip here just to show you. All right. By the way, tip, never leave this in the chuck. it will send it hurtling through your skull or across the room or through your chest. Yeah. Yep, you accidentally leave that in there, you have a brain fart, and you turn that on. Yeah, that becomes an instant missile. Okay, this T-handle. Don't ask me how I know that. So, okay, we in frame. Yep, there we go. So there we go. This goes on. You don't have to use needle nose. I mean, you can, I can just push down on it here, and it will go on. And again, check it for proper fit. Make sure it's not over expanding the E-clip. It's got a nice friction fit on there, so it spins with this. That's the way it's designed. This way there's no wear between this and the shim spacers. And yep, that's the way that's supposed to go. So there you go, folks. Again, yep. Not too tight, not too loose. Yep, kind of a happy medium. So there we go. All right. Now for the final operation. The astute amongst you may notice that things have changed slightly. The dead center has been moved back to account for, because remember I did this last one right here. Oops, there we go. Okay. Now I have to do this one. Same exact setup. I will note, notice how I'm choked right up here on everything. I don't have things way out hanging, flopping around in the breeze. Yeah, you want rigidity, okay? So, time to do this end. Basically, same damn thing. It's not rocket science. Don't let other people, machining videos scare you on this stuff. I mean, it's not rocket science. At times it can be, but it isn't. So, again, make sure you insert the correct end in. You don't want to go machining the wrong end, yep. So, again, this is pretty simple. Oops, there we go. Got to put it in that way. Pretty darn simple. Put it in there. Hit my end stop. I will actually show you a close-up of what I'm doing here, of this mounted in here, in case there is any sort of confusion. So this is my, right here. Yep, I butt right against there. Cutting fluid here, a little bit here, that way you don't mark up the end on this dead center as it's spinning. But, okay, there we go. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm going to recheck that 3-jaw chuck. I'm always paranoid as to whether or not I actually tightened it. There we go. Okay. A little bit of cutting fluid where the groove is going to go, and a little bit out there on that center. And yep. There's that. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to grab, well, first I got to clean that swarf out of there. Come on, stay. No, just put it on a flat surface, dummy. Okay. Clean the swarf out of there. Grab an E-clip. And Do a test fit here. Mind frame, yep, I guess I am. Yep, E-clip in there, just pop it right on. There we go. You see, turns with it, but yet you can still hold it with your fingernail. So yeah, that's good. That's exactly what you want and how Terry designed it to fit. That's proper fitment there. So there we go. This will be the end of this long video, but that is how you go about making and modifying the lead screw. I'll give you a close-up end shot there. So that's for the Johnny 5 Eye Pop. All right, that's it. Go do something.